Hi, everybody. I'm Tamra Henna, and I'm going to be teaching yoga in the wellness department, I guess, or the wellness center this semester. I'm nursing an injury of a shoulder right now, so I am having my husband, Nathan Anderson. He's going to be taking the class that I'm teaching, and I'll be guiding you through it. So he's going to be your visual cue, and I'm going to be your verbal cue. Okay? So let's get started. Come to laying on your back. Laying out long. Feet as wide as the mat. Let the toes fall out. Arms away from your sides. Palms up. Let's just take a moment to let any cares or worries of the day fall away. As you inhale and exhale, let the rest of the world go. You might notice that as you lie here, the breath becomes more easeful and a little slower, a little more rhythmic. Don't try to control it, just allow it to move through you. Noticing the breath as it comes in, noticing it as it comes out. Now we're going to begin to take a little bit of control of the breath. As you inhale, imagine the breath coming all the way down into your belly. Feeling your belly rise on the inhale and fall towards the floor on your exhale. Rising with the inhale and falling with the exhale. And at this time, you might want to take one hand and place the palm on your belly so you can feel the belly pushing the hand up as you inhale and allowing it to fall with the exhale. Good. Now we're going to take a few more full breaths. So on your next inhale, I want you to feel the belly rise. And as it becomes full, allow your chest to expand and rise. And as you exhale, the chest falls and the belly falls. And inhaling, the belly rises. Then the chest rises and fills. And then the chest falls and the belly falls. One more time, inhaling into the belly, into the chest, and exhaling all the way down. And continuing to relax. Allow your breath to normalize. And when you're ready, roll over to one side and press yourself up to a seated position. Good. So here we're going to come to sitting on a block. If you don't have a block, you can use a pillow or a bolster, or you can just sit on the floor. When you sit on the block, you're going to be all the way up on your sit bones. And your sit bones are going to be towards the front of the block. And notice how Nathan has one foot in front of the other, so folding one leg in and the other. You can also sit with them slightly crossed. But the important thing is that the knees are a little lower than the hips. So that allows you to have a nice, straight, neutral spine. Good, so we're going to continue with the breathing. Just take a couple of normal breaths through your nose. So I want you to inhale to a count of 4. And exhale on your own time. You want to try to make it a little longer than the inhale. And inhaling to a count of 4. And exhale. Nice. One more inhaling. And exhaling. And release. Very good. We're going to do a little bit of breath retention now. So inhaling to a count of 4. And holding at the top for 8. And slowly exhale all the way down. Excellent. Again, inhaling to a count of 4. And holding for 12. And slowly exhale all the way down. Good. One more. We're going to inhale for 4. And holding for 16. And slowly exhale. Good. And relax. Good, we're gonna mobilize the spine a little bit now. So take your hands, clasp them in front of you, face your palms away from you, and exhale, rounding out the back. Good, inhale, take the arms over the head, and reaching your hands up to the ceiling, exhale all the way down. Good, inhale up. And we're going to twist to the right. Twist. Exhale. Inhale through center. And exhale to the other side. And inhale through center. And exhale, release the arms slightly. Just take a break with them. And inhale, take the arms up again. We're going to exhale and bend sideways to the right, bending at the waist, reaching over to the side. Inhale up through center. And exhale to the other side. Inhale through center. And release. Exhaling down. Good. And relax. Nice. We're going to do a simple twist. So take your right hand across your left knee. Other hand is behind you on the ground. Inhale. Exhale, look behind and twist. Inhale. And exhale one more time. And inhale, releasing to center. And relax. Good. Other side. Left hand on the right knee. Other hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale to center. Very nice. And coming to all fours, hands and knees, tabletop position. Good, we're going to do cat-cow. So inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck the head, tuck the tail, rounding out the back. Inhale, through center, lift the head, lift the tail slightly, reach the heart forward. And exhaling, rounding out the back, tucking the head, tucking the tail. And inhale into the arch, reaching the arms, reaching the heart forward. Exhale, bend. One more time, inhaling up. And exhaling down. And coming to neutral. Very nice. Sideways arch. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, looking back at the tail. Sideways arch. Inhale through center. Exhale, other side. Inhale through center. Exhale. Inhale through center. And exhale. And coming to center again. Good. Sitting back on the heels for a moment. And just letting everything go. And coming back to all fours, we're going to take a basic balance. So you're going to take your right arm forward by your ear, excellent, and the left leg back. So you have the opposite leg as arm, lengthen through the spine, reaching out with the hand, reaching out with the foot. Good. And release, coming back to all fours. And then the other side, taking the left hand forward, right leg back, reaching out. Reach out the arm, reach out the leg. And release back to tabletop. Good. Child's pose, coming to sitting on your heels. And take your forehead to the floor, arms by your sides, palms up. Allowing your back to lengthen. And release. When you're ready, come up to sit. And we're going to come into downward facing dog. Taking your hands to the top of the mat. And you want to line up the wrist crease here with the front of the mat. So they want to be parallel. You're going to tuck the toes, lift the knees, the hips. Reach out your sit bones, push your hands away. Good. The heels will not be on the ground, so you want to be, it's basically an upside down V, and your heels are reaching towards the ground, but you're not trying to get them on the ground. And from here, we're going to pedal the feet, pressing one heel down and then the other, pedaling the feet, opening the backs of the legs. Good, and pressing both heels towards the mat, reaching into your downward dog. And gently lowering the knees all the way down. We're going to take just a break here and we're going to go back into downward dog. Let's take a breath. And moving back into the pose. Hands at the top of that mat. Hands are nice and bright, nice and flat. Make sure the base of your index finger is on the ground. Pedal the feet. Good. Reaching both heels towards the mat. Good. And if you can, you're going to take one leg into the air. Take your right leg all the way into the air. Lift it up high and lower. And then the left leg all the way back. And lower. And lowering the knees. And resting in child's pose one more time. Folding over the legs. Arms are by the sides, palms up. Sitting all the way back to the heels. And coming up slowly, you can take your hands and help press you up. Good. And we're going to do lunges. So you're going to come to a tabletop position. And you're going to take your right leg forward between the hands. Good. And you want to get your knee directly over the ankle. So you don't want to have it forward this way or back. You want it directly over the ankle so you have a 90-degree. Yeah, you don't want it there or there. Excellent. The back knee is on the ground. You can tuck that back toe and then take your forearms up to the thigh and then up to the hips. Take your hands to the hips. Good. And we're going to come forward and back. And just gently coaxing that back leg open. Nathan can go pretty far here. You might not be able to go that far. That's fine. But you want to make sure that that front knee never passes the ankle. It always stays directly over the ankle. Good. Now take the knee over the ankle and take the forearms crossed. Good. And what we're going to do is lift the back leg. So tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and gently lower. Good. And lift it again. And gently lower. And one more time, lifting and lowering. Beautiful. From here, we're going to take both arms up, reaching forward and up into crescent lunge, looking slightly up. Don't forget to breathe, inhaling and exhaling, and bringing it down. Placing both hands on the ground, you're going to take that leg back so you're in tabletop position once again. Good. And we're going to go to the other side. Taking the other leg forward between the hands. And you can use your hand to get it forward. Don't worry if you can't do it easily. It's not an easy position to get to from there. And we're going to take the forearms to the thigh and the hands to the hips. And we're going to move forward and back. So again, remember that that front knee always goes just over the ankle. You can also tuck that back toe. Sometimes it feels a little bit more stable that way. Good, and get to the forward part of the lunge and place the forearms down. And we're going to lift that back knee. Now here you definitely need to have that toe tucked. And slowly lower. And again, lifting the back knee and lower. And one more time, lifting the back knee and lower. Beautiful. Coming into our crescent lunge now. Take the arms forward and up. Looking slightly up, lifting the heart. And exhale, taking the hands down, taking the front leg back into tabletop position. And sitting back on the heels. And just take one moment here. Okay, so let's come back to tabletop position. And we're going to do an open twist. So you're going to take your right hand in front of your heart, right in the center, and you're going to take the left arm up to the ceiling. And looking up if you can. If that's strenuous on your neck, you can always keep looking at the bottom hand. That's fine. And release back to center and the other side. Take the left hand in and the right arm up. Twist, opening the heart, reaching the bottom hand down into the ground. And releasing it down. Beautiful. So while we're here, we're going to go into a plank position, strengthening the upper body and the core. So from here, I want you to make sure that your shoulders are right over your hands, and you're going to take the right leg back with the toes tucked. Get a nice, strong sense into the ground with your hands and that right foot, and then when you're ready, you're going to take the left foot, tuck it back and up. Good. Holding. And lower the left leg, lower the right leg. Nice. We're going to do 2 more rounds of this. So find your position, shoulders right over the wrists. Take your right leg back, tucking the foot, left leg back, and hold. Keep breathing, reaching out the crown of your head. And take the left knee down and the right knee down. And one more time, taking the right leg back, taking the left leg back, holding the plank, reaching the head forward, and lowering the left leg, lowering the right leg, and sitting on the heels. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come to laying on your back in Shavasana. The legs are long, hands are away from the sides, palms facing up. Feet are as wide as the mat, with the toes falling out. And let everything go. Release all the muscles. So in Hatha Yoga, the style that we're doing here, where we hold poses rather than going quickly from one to another, we need to take some time in between to let all the muscles relax, to get into a nice neutral position and let everything go. So we've given the body a little work to do, and then we give it some relaxation directly afterwards. And gently coming back into your body, we're going to pick up with bridge pose. So you're going to take your feet flat on the ground, right under your sit bones. You should be able just to graze the ankles with the fingertips. And your hands are on the ground beside you with the palms facing down. We're going to push through the feet and lift the pelvis up. Keep the chin aloof from the neck, from the chest rather, and the knees over the ankles. You can also do a bound bridge, which Nathan is doing. He's clasping his hands underneath. But you can also just keep them on the sides of your body. And gently coming down, widening the shoulders. Beautiful. Taking the knees to the chest. Hug the shins to your chest. Take your nose towards your knees and squeeze into a ball. Squeeze and release it all at once, lengthening the legs back into Shavasana. And letting everything go. Good, and bringing the knees up,
We're going to go into a spinal twist, so bring your knees up and then let them fall to one side. Lengthen the arms away from each other and look away from the knees. And bringing the knees back up to center. Good. We're going to take it to the other side. Let the knees drop to the opposite side. Lengthen the arms long and look away from the knees. And coming back up to center. And we're going to move into happy baby. So make sure that your spine is straight. Sometimes when we do a twist, we get a little wonky on the mat. So find your nice aligned spine on the mat. And you're going to take the knees towards your chest. Flex your feet and point them up towards the ceiling. Grab the outsides of the feet, the soles of the feet. Good. And we want to keep the shoulders on the mat. We want to keep the head on the mat. And you're going to exhale and pull the knees by the ribs. Now Nathan can get into this very well, but you might find that your tail is a little bit high. If so, just don't pull quite so far down. You want to keep your back pretty much on the mat except for your tail. And release the feet down. And lengthen again into Shavasana. And coming back into the body. And when you're ready, you're going to roll to one side and press yourself up to sit. We're going to come into Baddha Konasana. So sitting all the way up on your sit bones, take the soles of your feet together and gently flap the wings. So this is also can be butterfly pose. And you might find that you can't bring your legs all the way in. You can't bring your heels too far in. That's fine. Never force anything in yoga. Go where your body can go and where it's comfortable to you. And then still the legs and just allow them to fall open. And release the pose. Lengthen out the legs and turn the legs in and out, releasing the hips. Very nice. From here, we're going to do a seated forward fold. So come to an easy cross-legged position. So this is the same one that we went to at the beginning of class, one foot in front of the other. And we're going to inhale, take the arms over the head. And exhale, dive forward. Catch yourself on spider fingers. So you have energy through the fingers, you're on your fingertips. And then exhale, round out the back like a turtle. So you're pulling the low abs slightly in. And keep breathing. in and out on your own time. Good. Walk yourself just a little bit up, about halfway up from where you are, walking your hands in. And we're going to walk to one side. So walk the hands over to one knee. And then again, you're going to walk the hands away from you, lowering down, rounding out the back. You're coming up again, halfway, and walk yourself to the other knee. And walking your hands away, lowering yourself down. Good. And coming up a little bit, walking the hands towards you, walk them to the center one more time, and away from you one more time. Coming down into the center, you might find you're a little bit lower now. Rounding out the back, like a turtle, just a very gentle slope. And coming up, walking the hands in and supporting yourself as you come up. Very nice. Excellent. Uncross your legs, take your feet in front of you, turn the legs in and out. And then we're going to come up to stand. Beautiful. Coming up to a wide-legged forward fold. So take the feet wide, a comfortable stance for you. You don't want to feel a stretch at this point yet. So we're going to lengthen the spine. Take your hands on your hips. Lengthen the spine, inhaling, and exhale. Hinge at the hip, folding at the hip, reaching the heart forward, and all the way towards the ground if you can. If that's as far as you can go, you can just keep your arms long, or you can even keep your hands on your thighs. If you can go lower, you can do that as well. If your hands are touching the floor, you want to take yourself up to about 90 degrees now, lengthening the spine. You can have your fingertips on the ground like this or on a block if you need to be a little higher. And we're going to go into a twist from here. So you're going to take one hand down and the other arm up. And exhale to center, and then to the other side. And release to center. Good. Bend the knees quite a bit, and you're going to heel toe the feet together. Have a nice, soft, bended knee now. You're going to roll up to stand very slowly, keeping the knees bent, and supporting yourself on your thighs. And release. Very good. Good. So from here, we're going to go into our tree pose. So we're going to start, if we're going to plant a tree, we have to dig a hole first. So take your right foot, dig a hole, and then place that foot down nice and wide. Shift your weight onto that front foot. Drop the tail. We're going to take the opposite leg, and there's a few things you can do here. You can take the toe on the ground like this for balance. You can have the foot on the ankle and still on the ground. You can also have the foot on the calf, or you can take it, if you've done this before, you can take it all the way up to the thigh above the knee. The thing you do not want to do is have the foot on the knee itself. So any of those things will work. I'll do it here. Yes. Good. We're going to take the hands, press the palms together. Reach out the crown of the head. Keep your eyes focused in the same spot. It'll help your balance. Good. Release the hands and release the foot. Touch the ground. And coming back up, we're going to do the other side. Take the left foot forward, dig a hole, and plant your tree, shifting all your weight onto that front foot. The other foot is going to be on the ground next to you, or on the ground by your ankle, on the calf, or above the knee. Good. Take the palms, press them together. Breathing slowly and evenly. Keep your eyes focused on the same spot. And gently release the hands and release the foot. Good. And the last pose of the day, we're going to do mountain pose. So you're going to take your feet together, toes are wide, a little bit of energy between the legs, so like you're bringing the legs together a little bit. If this is difficult for you to stand like this and keep your back long, you can also take your feet apart just a touch. Either way that works for you. We're going to take the hands together and up and over the head, reaching up, and slightly lift the hands. So you want to keep your back in neutral pretty much. So if you can look up and see the pinky fingers, that's a good way to tell that you're in neutral without dropping your head back. And then when you're ready, you can close your eyes. And gently release the hands and release the feet. And coming to lying on your back in Shavasana. Letting the arms be long, Palms facing up, arms away from your sides. Feet are as wide as the mat, toes falling out to the side. Letting everything go. Relaxing feet. My feet are relaxed. Relaxing knees. My knees are relaxed. Relaxing hips. My hips are relaxed. Relaxing the belly. My belly is relaxed. Relaxing the shoulders, the arms, my shoulders, my arms are relaxed. Relaxing the head and the neck, my head, my neck are relaxed. Letting everything go and resting in Shavasana. Slowly coming back into your body. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. Rolling the wrists and ankles. Taking your arms over your head. Take a nice deep stretch to the left side and the right. And rolling over to your side. Press yourself to sit. Wonderful work, everybody. So with Hatha style yoga, the relaxation is very important. So we had quite a long Shavasana at that point. So this is pretty standard for a Hatha yoga class. It's often very difficult for people. So if you keep coming to class or watching the videos, then make sure that you try to do the entire Shavasana, because it really does solidify everything that we've done in the practice, and it seeps it into your body and into your muscles. It also allows your muscles to relax in a neutral position so that your body completely equalizes. But it takes a little time for your body to relax in that position. So 30 seconds, a minute or two doesn't really quite do it. Good 8, 10, even 12 minutes is better. Okay? So try to do your Shavasana. I know it's tempting to kind of turn the video off at some point, but I think you'll see great benefit if you keep doing it all the way through. Thanks so much for coming to class. It was my pleasure to teach you today. Have a lovely evening, and I'll see you next week. Namaste.